Hey, first of all, I'd like to thank you for getting ready to watch an episode of The Best Coach. Enjoy. And I'd like to welcome everybody to Season 1, Episode 2 of The Best Coach. Now, today, I want to talk about the actual coach. And to let people know in general that coaches are people too. Now, what does that mean? That means coaches go through things in life as well. Coaches are actually human beings. So just like the players go through things and need support, the coaches go through things and need support. In the relationship world, when you want to talk about two people coming together, joining a force, they need to understand that both entities are bringing, hopefully, power to the table to increase the lifestyle of both people. So this episode again is about the coach, and that a coach has issues and sometimes deal with whether it's psychological issues, whether it's something in their life that's troubling. Finances could be an issue in a lot of coaches' situations. But just know that a coach is human. That's really the main point that I want to emphasize as I do these episodes. And I don't think that anybody didn't think that a coach wasn't a real person. But just in case somebody did, a coach is a real person. And that's, not an understatement. So let's look at the coach still as a professional, hopefully. But that they still breathe. They can bleed if they're cut. They have feelings. If there's a loss, if we lose a game, the coach feels the loss as well. If a student athlete falls by the wayside, the coach feels real pain. And I shed real tears. And as the coach, I sometimes act goofy. I do weird things. I dance. And I still like to do hip hop. And, as old as I am, I still enjoy dancing or moving around while my limbs and things yet still move. I still have all of my faculties, at least I believe I do. So it creates a sense of peace inside of me, and I just want to be as happy and enjoy as much as I can while I can. And I think everybody would agree with that. So let's not try to create a timeline of negative events or things about a coach. Let's not completely just back up into somebody's history. Like if you go into my YouTube channel, you'll see some things that you may or may not believe, are something I guess a coach would do or say. But when I talk about things like sex, there's a pink elephant in the room. But if we're mature about this as college students, as actual adults, and I do know of elementary children who speak of such a thing. So where is all of the taboo coming from? But anyway, I want to wrap this particular part up by saying a coach is still a person. Now, I want to get into an aspect of football. This is what I like to do. I like to talk about life. And so I just talked about a coach being a real person and going through real things in life. Now I want to talk about a little football for my football heads. Last time I talked about a left tackle. This time I want to talk about a left guard. A left guard usually is this stout, powerful, what we're going to label as a backside guard, right next to the center. For my people who don't know anything about football, a left guard is one of the five biggest men on the field. So it's exciting to see a left guard perform. The left guard in the offense a lot of times is the puller. Pulls. A lot of times the left guard does a lot of the dirty work, the inside blocking in the trenches. Left guard sometimes, now I've seen the left guard is the one who signals the snap by shooting his arm forward. The center sees that out of his peripheral and then snaps the football. So the left guard, who is responsible for pulling, like I say, in the trap game, and I like to run a lot of traps, the left guard is the trapper. I've heard recently, listening to Joe Thomas, who's a Hall of Famer from the Cleveland Browns, listening to people speak highly of Trent Williams, who is a left guard. He's a left tackle, But Quentin Nelson of the Indianapolis Colts is a left guard. And a very powerful one, I must admit, from the University of Notre Dame. That shout out to Swing. But a left guard is a trapper. And on the backside, when the left guard and the left tackle are very good with their blocks, then the run game can be successful. Because the front side is where you have your right guard and your right tackle and your center, who we can call front side if y'all want to, are three men that are anchoring the right side of the line. So if this is going to be our front side, then those guys can move the D tackle, they can double team, can move to the next level of backers, the Mike, the Will, whatever y'all want to call them, and get hands on them. But if that left guard, along with that left tackle, on the backside get their blocks, run plays will be successful. So I'm looking to, as the offensive coordinator, to at least have a 4-yard average in the run game. Wouldn't that be sweet? Using the defense's aggression against them. Going against 70-year-old defensive coordinators. I'm excited about this opportunity. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on my second episode in season 1 of The Best Coach. And this time I'm talking about a coach is a real person. I love y'all.
This shot the shout of Maurice, man, my brother, man. You know what I'm saying?